You're not rooting for your own team.
You can't walk out on the set, bro. That's the cut anyway. Top 5 NBA players.
I can go 6 Lakers in my stuff.
LeBron at 1.
I gotta go with a King.
Jordan at 2.
Magic.
I'm gonna take Kobe.
Kareem.
My small forward, I'll take Latrell Sprewell.
This guy, Steve.
Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast.
Welcome back to Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. I'm your host, Cassius Clee. We are here live at the Brooklyn studios of Industry City. And once again, we are back. Ponix, how you doing, my brother?
Good, man. How about you?
I'm all right, man. Had a good Thanksgiving. You?
Again, not the biggest fan. It was cool, though.
Yeah.
I got time off. That's all that matters, bro.
All right.
You had off the Friday too?
Bro, I had off since Wednesday. No, like after Wednesday. So like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Before we begin, you got to say something to the people?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you, sir.
Make sure it's good comments.
Brother, what's
Nah,
up,
comments are comments,
Yo,
man.
what up,
Keep it
yo?
up.
I'm here, yo.
All good?
Not all
Realness.
good.
Yeah.
Not all good?
I could run down what's going on.
No. Only positive vibes.
Only positive? All right.
Good vibes, man. No challenging
Stokes.
vibes here.
IT Stokes, what's up, kid?
Chilling, man. I'm good.
Yeah? Big Joe. What's happening, bro? I want to begin with the photo of Jerry Jones. Yeah. I thought about this a lot. You're not going to believe my answer. My comment, but I kind of agree with Stephen A, man.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought about it. I'm trying not to be biased because that's my team. But
I think we picked the wrong week to talk about this. You know what I mean? I spent a lot of time, watching some black films.
yeah,
I watched,
I hear you.
the anniversary of Malcolm X.
I know.
I watched that.
Here's why I'm not hard on
Black
him, right?
Panther.
The picture is of him being, what they say, 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah.
He's literally just standing there. So we don't have we
don't
have
have
no
context.
idea of his
Pictures-
intentions. You know what I'm
picture's
saying?
worth 1,000 words, though, bro.
He's just looking. I can't even believe I'm saying this, bro.
You sound crazy, bro. You sound, I'm gonna let you rock, but you sound crazy.
I thought about it though. Yo, the kid was 14. He's just standing there.
Yo, this is the problem with our community today. son. You know what I'm gonna say?
Yo,
man.
if it was an anti-Semite, anti-Semitic,
Matter of fact, nah, I ain't saving shit. Yo, I'm gonna tell you why you bugging out, right?
All right, tell me why.
I'm gonna tell you why you bugging out. We consistently, as a community, black community, right? We talk about how impactful we are and blah, blah, blah. Your reasoning alone, it's not even coming from like a real black perspective, bro. I can't believe as a black man you'll say that. Because God forbid, right? If there was, let's say it. This is not hate speech. So
Well,
I'm gonna
remember,
be
it's
careful with what
a
I'm saying.
different time. It's a
Feel me?
different time.
So what I'm
Totally.
saying is, if there was a video,
No, you can't say video.
no. I'm saying now.
Oh, now, all right.
If there was video right now, when I'm leaving the studio, right?
Right.
And you seen a white boy getting beat up right here in Industry City, and they caught me on tape. You think I'm not getting called in?
Yeah.
You don't think they're gonna try to pin something on me?
Why?
That's
No one got
systemic
beat up, though, in
racism.
that.
yo.
No. Nobody
That's
got
the
beat
demon.
up. But what I'm saying is this: what you call it?
Tell me where you're going with this, Ponix.
And what I'm trying to say is, in a situation where something's clearly racism, right? Regardless, we spoke about it earlier. He's not even denouncing that. He's not commenting at all. I'm not rushing to sit here and be like, all right, cool. I'm not rushing here to be like, oh yeah, he didn't do anything. Nah, explain that.
Like, why were you there?
Explain that, because guess what? We just had this whole thing. Kyrie put a link to a movie, and it's not the same, but let's think about it. He put a link to a movie, no explanation. What was he? He was guilty for putting it out.
Right.
No matter what he explained, and he tried to explain it. No matter what he said, no matter about it, got suspended and all that. You get, because he's 14, what the fuck that mean? Because he's 14, it'll be even more acceptable to hear your explanation. All right, you were young. But why do I have to create your defense for you? You can just be like, yo, if I wasn't doing nothing, I wasn't doing nothing. Just like if you caught me I wasn't doing that. Or this is what's the context. He's not even doing that. He just don't want to touch it. That shows guilt to me.
Guilt of what, though?
Bro, he was in there bullying them too. That's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like to you?
That's what the picture is. That's the context of the picture. They were bullying people to make segregation be it.
Yo, it can't be he was just there like a
Come on, bro.
Like,
The
they,
times
he
are the
goes to the
times,
school.
bro.
they spoke about this before they even went to the school, what they was going to do. Because they made headlines. These black kids was coming to their school. So they wasn't coming there to welcome them. They was coming there
Maybe Jerry was.
hey,
The one guy.
Yo,
The
Jerry,
one guy.
yo, Jerry standing there like this. Hey guys,
You
what's
guys are
going
gonna
on
play
here?
for me one day.
Yo, that's how he looked though. Your man looked like, hey guys, what's going on
But
here?
that with the picture, they got the dudes that's like up on the black youth that are coming in, and you can see the hostility in their facial
It's
expressions.
a moment. It's a picture.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, man. I don't know which way to fall on it. I don't.
Yo, all right, cool. Time
But
out.
I tell you this much. Like you said, he's there for a reason. Like there's other places
You could
in
be
the school, but he could have been looking at it as a sideshow. Like, yo, there's some black guys
That's not
coming in.
racist in itself. Yo, we gonna watch.
No,
we gonna
I'm saying-
watch.
I know. I'm not
We
saying
gonna
it's
watch
not.
it.
But everything in that time was racist because
So
they
you
had
can't.
to they had to go to court to desegregate schools.
I appreciate.
It's definitely
I
a
appreciate
racist
you
thing.
saying that.
It's
You know
definitely
why?
a racist
Because
thing.
that just goes to show you that regardless of what he was doing, he was there with an agenda. Period. Because why else are you there?
he wasn't there to welcome them.
He wasn't there to be like, oh no, stop, guys, because you don't see that in the picture either.
No.
So what the fuck I gotta come to his defense for?
No, only thing I think, like I said, he could have been even. I don't want to take it to that extreme because he
taking
could have just been there, just watching. And
Do you
like
give
you
black
said,
people the benefit of the doubt?
no. I'm just saying. I'm saying him sitting there looking at it as a sideshow is still a form of racism.
That's all. That's my point.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
it. I don't want to take
But
it
then
to
everybody
the
asked
extreme
him-
like he was like, yo, get the
Nah,
F
he
out
had-
of here, N-word.
Nobody
and all
asked
that.
him nothing, right?
Yeah.
Nobody asked him what he was doing. What was his
No,
mind?
they
No, they
asked
asked him.
What'd he
him.
say?
What'd he say?
He said that he was there
Just to
being
see.
curious to see what was going on.
Yeah.
That
But
was
like I
Stop.
said, that's the sideshow thing, son.
Just to see what was going on.
All right.
So, hold
time
on,
out,
what
time
is
out,
a
time out,
picture?
time out,
Hold
time
on.
out.
Let me get clear everybody's side. You don't know what to say.
I don't. Well, as a what as a side, what are the sides? What are the sides that he
He's
was being racist that
Dead
day?
wrong. Be dead wrong.
Like,
he's dead wrong for.
there's a difference
All right, hold
between
on.
being racist and just being an outright bigot. Like sometimes bigotry is, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a
Can't openly do that. You'll lose your franchise. He's not trying to do that.
oh no, he can't say that.
Exactly.
He's not
So
gonna come
it
out
sounds
and say
like
that.
Rudy, you don't approve of Jerry Jones.
He shouldn't have
being
I'm
been.
just
there at the-
saying, it's so long ago we wasn't there, so we really don't know what his intentions really were.
Right.
But based on the time,
Based on the time, we
based
know
on the
why he was
times, back then, I don't think he was there to
Welcome.
welcome the new
Yes.
Negro students.
there. And so that's enough right there.
All right.
That's just my assumption,
I'm
of course.
gonna come back to that. I want to hear Stokes' opinion.
My take on it is during that time, it was 1957. So this is before like the civil rights movement actually began.
Yep.
No, that's when it started around there.
54?
But like but put it like this. But this is before like the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, before they came into, prominence, before the 60s, before like the
Yeah, it
segregation
really
was-
got
Like,
crazy. It
yeah.
got really not crazy,
So-
but it really
So
real push.
due to the fact that it was during that time, obviously Jim Crow still existed. You know what I'm saying? So obviously,
Explain to the people Jim Crow.
Jim Crow was pretty much, the segregation of schools, black and white. They couldn't, for
They had
instance,
laws.
they
Wasn't
couldn't
just schools.
attend. They couldn't
Yeah.
attend the same schools. They
Wasn't
couldn't
just
drink
schools. Yeah,
at the
same
same water
fountain.
fountains. They couldn't eat in the same,
And this is all in the South. man.
venue. And that's not. I mean,
That's not that long
That's
ago,
what I'm
man.
saying. You
Some
still
people
got
are
people
still
that's still
alive.
alive
Getting
that
hosed
actually-
in the streets, man.
yeah. So due to the fact that it was during that era, it's hard for me to believe that Jerry Jones didn't inherently have those racist views. So during that time, I'm going to lean towards the fact that
He wasn't
wasn't-
welcoming.
yeah, he was.
He wasn't
had
being a
racist views.
spectator.
That's just I could be wrong. I don't want to cast.
We don't
those
know what's in
aspersions
his
like
heart.
that, but I find it hard to believe that there would be a white person that would be openly and totally against, segregation and
Yes.
speaking up for black people and having them, welcoming them to attend these schools.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
My whole thing is, don't you think that would be shown in the shot?
What would be shown in the shot?
Somebody trying to avert it.
No, but
It
that's
would
what
be
I'm
shown
saying.
in the shot, right?
But not only that, yeah, I know. But the point I was trying to make is that if there was a person, like if someone openly said that no, this needs to stop, we can't have segregation to continue.
wasn't
It
him.
wasn't him.
No, I'm saying, but the fact is, if he did take that approach, he would be ostracized. Who knows? He probably would have
He
been.
might-
His life probably would have been in
Nah,
danger.
nah, 100
So I think it would have been, although it would have been courageous, it would have been his life would have been probably put in danger.
100%. What I'm saying is, he doesn't have to be the initiator, but he's a contributor.
Oh no, he's guilty by
You allowed-
association.
exactly. So what
So
I'm
I
saying.
definitely-
So what I'm saying is, when
Well,
they
you-
ask you,
But we're being prejudiced by assuming that.
we're not.
Yeah, yes, we are.
We're not. I'm not
we don't-
openly calling the homie a racist. I'm
No,
just
there's a
saying.
difference between prejudice and
yeah.
racist.
We're actually prejudging. So
Yeah,
that's
we-
like the basis of being prejudiced.
Bro, judgment is not all right. Let me get this off.
Yo, Joe, I
What
want to
we
hear
need
from
to
you too
start-
soon.
What we need to start doing is we need to start normalizing judging. You know why? I feel like there's always a negative context to what people think is judging. You saw your wife one day, yeah?
Yep.
You looked at her, yeah, this woman's attractive. I think she looked good. Did you not make a judgment that day?
Very much so.
No, I'm not.
So what I'm saying is the context of the picture, all right, cool, you can say whatever. You can say it's prejudice and whatever. My issue is not the picture. It's not the picture. It's the response.
Okay.
when someone,
lack thereof.
Exactly.
Okay.
Your silence is louder than nothing. Like when you sit here and say, yo, yeah, I was just trying to see. Okay, what do you mean by that though? Because I just seen somebody talking about, yo, how can I be blah, blah, blah. Oh, he wasn't answering the question. So that answered the question. You didn't say nothing. You said a bunch of nothing, bro.
But what?
When
but
you
what-
could have literally, my whole thing is, we wasn't there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. He could have been like, yeah, I wasn't really with that. I saw that and I walked off. We have no way to be like, yo, you're a liar. But he even say that. So when you say, yo, I was just there, so you saw them. So if you saw them get beat down, yeah, I just watched it. You're just as bad.
I don't know about that, man.
You're just as bad, bro. You're just as bad.
Bro, the man,
Because you
But what if he was-
the kid was 14 or 15 years old, right?
Don't give me that. Emmett
Hold on,
Till was
hold on,
14 too.
I know. Hold on a second,
And
right?
he got what?
Your man was 14 and 15. Who's to say his views, his opinions about black people hasn't changed?
Yeah, that's
is.
my take though.
Huh?
Because he's still alive to
You mean
talk
from
about it.
then to now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
still
80
alive
years
to
old.
talk
Yeah, that's what I'm
about
saying.
it.
He could have evolved.
I'm not, but that's
He could have
let's
evolved.
not blur the line. I'm not calling him a racist now. I'm saying when you are asked this now, it's easy to talk about the mistakes that you made when you were younger. I could do it. I'm 27. How old are you?
51.
You just said what the shit that you were doing at 14 might have got you in some shit,
Yes.
right?
I believe it.
And you said that. You get what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can admit it. He's not admitting anything. He's saying a bunch of nothing. Therefore, I can't come to somebody's defense that's not even defending himself.
He did say something.
He said nothing, bro. He responded.
He said,
But
I
it's
was
nothing.
there. What'd he say, D?
I was
He
there
just curious
because I was curious.
Curious.
to see what was
Emmett
going
Till
on.
was 14.
I will say
Exactly.
this
I know what
before
I'm talking
forget.
about. He was 14 when he did that.
I do feel I need to mention this real quick.
Crazy.
Don't you find it odd that this story came up right before the Thanksgiving game?
They just found this picture. This picture been, and he's been in the public
I don't want
for
to.
the
I don't
longest.
want to.
This
You
picture
know,
has
What are you
I don't want to
alluding
be
100 years
conspiracy
old.
What are you
theorist,
alluding to?
dude. But, and I'm not even gonna say his name, but he's, you know, right now
Say
he's
whose
an
name?
owner who's about to lose his team. I'm just gonna refer to him
Oh.
as Old Danny Boy. And I have a pretty good hitch that
He
he's the
leaked it?
one
You think he leaked
that leaked this picture.
Yo,
Old
it's
Danny
good-
Boy.
it's good
I
theory.
refer to him
He
as.
texted him that picture, and now he's using it against
just
him.
need to
Oh,
mention
word?
That's a
Word?
good theory. Yo,
And
Joe.
it's more to come. I just wanted to mention that. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Yo, Joe, speak to me, brother. What do you think about that picture?
Yeah, Joe is from the South, so
South Bronx.
definitely.
Nah, don't do that to my man.
South Jamaica.
South Carolina. Let's go, Joe. You're a southern man.
I think that, he should just be honest about it and admit that it was the culture of the times. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a big event in that city and any city around this country that, was going through integration. Like, it would have been in the newspapers. Your parents would have definitely been talking about it at the crib. You knew what time it was when you coming to school the next day.
Yeah, I don't think we would.
You found yourself at the front of the school looking to see what was happening. I mean, you just gotta be honest and own that.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that you're racist today. Like, yeah, people grow and change all the time, but you gotta be honest about it. And
Yeah, it doesn't mean like that's him now.
Exactly.
I guess, I don't know. I feel like we all saying the same thing, but coming from a different perspective. Because I don't feel, I don't want to say he didn't do anything wrong. I'm just saying, yes, he was there. Yes, he could have been curious. Yes, he could have been
He could have been fighting
Not-
for them to be in the
not
school
welcoming,
after the picture.
but
Picture didn't show that.
Nah, I
You know,
doubt that.
Yeah.
he.
he had no authority. He was
That's why I
just a
said after the
14-year-old
picture.
kid.
You know why? It's basically it's not going to stick because of the fact that what we're going through right now in terms of we're trying to interpret. So there's ambiguity to this whole situation.
Yeah.
Regardless of how any of us feel, the fact of the matter is it's ambiguous. We could just, make assumptions whether you feel that he's racist and he needs to admit to it, or whether, one might feel that he's curious to see what's going on. There's no definitive
I think that's what we're
action
looking
being
for
captured in terms of him
as a people.
you know,
We want him to come out and say
doing
he's racist.
something that's threatening.
But my whole
Well,
thing,
listen this.
But it is damning.
want
It is damning though that he's in that picture though.
I
With a
don't-
bunch of white people that are resisting these black students from attending the school.
I don't think it is, because you can make mistakes as a youth, as an adolescent. You can do that. I don't think it's damning, but it shows growth. It shows maturity to be like, yo, I fucked up back then. I don't view it that way now.
Or it could open up a Pandora's box, right?
It could.
He was only, 14?
Right.
Let's
Probably
get
did
some
something
clips
when
and
he
let's
was
see
18.
something at 18, 22. Maybe
played-
he joined the Klan
played
at
for
26.
Arkansas. Did Arkansas have black
He
players?
joined the
at
Klan
that
at
time?
27.
But
That's
but
true.
my whole thing.
They had
That's my
black
whole
football
thing. Is,
players?
I'm
That's
gonna
different
assume
from
no,
now.
but
When you sit
I
here-
gotta look that up. I
But-
don't want to,
I like that you went that route, because when you don't say nothing, it leads me to believe that there might be some more to that. Meaning, like, you might have indulged in this for longer than this. They might have just caught you in this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And you probably got worse stuff if we really dig into this.
Yeah,
So you don't even want to comment on it.
There's no iPhones in
you
the
feel me?
50s.
See what
Exactly.
year you became the Grand
Come on,
Wizard.
bro.
Yeah, right.
That could
Come
be.
on, bro.
But yo, like you said, your conspiracy theory, you know what I'm saying? Daniel, what's his name?
old Danny Boy. We don't want to.
Okay.
We gotta go allegedly. I want to say
Could have put that out.
Allegedly.
Spread a little
Allegedly.
breadcrumbs.
Listen, man. I
His
tell
name
you
is
this.
Daniel Fredrickson.
You know what I'm saying?
Put that out.
I
Put
tell
that
you
out
this,
there.
right? And this
And there's
is
more to come.
Yeah, he's not the
possible.
only owner.
He's not, I'm saying, old Danny Boy's not stopping.
I'm gonna tell you why
Isn't Danny
this
Boy a
bothers-
rapper?
It bothers me, not the picture,
Death Row singing artist.
not so much that, all right, cool, like he not talking about, like, that pissed me off, cool. But the part that I just can't agree with you on is the Stephen A response. And I'm going to tell you why. When you go so hard in terms of like the standard of black people, what they have to be, what they have to uphold, they get no benefit of the doubt from Stephen A. He has a catchphrase, stay off the weed, and blah, blah, blah. These guys are in pain, they doing whatever. Cool, they can be. Black people can't make a mistake with this guy. You feel me? That guy's not even defending himself. And you're right there to be like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. You feel me? So it's like, it's not so much where it's just like, it can't be true. But it's just like, where's the gentleness when it comes to us?
I agree with you.
Did he make it
That's
seem like
wicked to me.
He made it seem like it wasn't possible.
You know what I mean? Like,
I
I don't see it. I don't see it. Just write it off. But it's just like, wow.
Well, he has a relationship with Jerry Jones now.
But you're saying that shouldn't matter, bro.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Matter,
But that's
I'm trying to add to your point.
You don't have to defend himself because we will. So they can sit back and quiet.
Because as much as it affects me,
I see what your problem is.
I'm not gonna sit here and come. I'm not gonna do that.
I'll be specific with you, right?
Yeah.
I see what your problem is. They jumped all over Kyrie.
Yeah, it's the
right?
times.
And then they defended Jerry Jones without him even defending himself. That's what's bothering you.
That bothers me, and it doesn't even have to be to Kyrie. It could be to
I'm saying
anybody.
that's the most relevant topic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I feel like, granted, I feel like they're whatever type of connection they might have had, or like in terms of like, they clearly don't have access to each other. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've seen. It doesn't take a rocket science to see where Stephen A. Smith lands with Kyrie. You guys don't mix.
All right? Yeah.
If I don't like somebody, I can give an opinion on them, but it always seems personal, does it not?
There's knowing that you don't like the person or the person doesn't like you.
But just seeing
it's always going to come out personal.
But what I'm saying is, when you see the takes on Kyrie from Stephen A., don't it always seem like it's just like, bro, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
But Kyrie has also done a lot.
He has. But what I'm saying is,
both negative and positive. I'm not gonna.
No, he has done a lot. But what I'm saying is, here's one thing that I'm tired of. And I feel like media does it, managers do it. I don't need you to sit here and give me a bunch of flowers to cushion the blow of what you actually trying to say to me. You feel me? You hiding your hand by trying to butter me up, and then you're gonna smack me right across this. Like, you can't do that, bro. Because when you sit here and be like, yo, he does this, he does that, he does this, he does that. I know he's a great father. He always goes into that. He's a good person. And Bob, he always goes to that. And I'm not saying it's not from a genuine place.
Yeah.
But for that to be so short compared to the critique, it's crazy to me. Because you know what you're really trying to say is he wasn't there for his team. He wasn't blah, blah, blah. This guy, we talked about the shorty that got that RIP, that died in Cancun.
Yeah.
The same way they talking about, yo, Kyrie Irving is a distraction. The same way they talking about, yo, he's doing this. The same way he's talking about that. You guys are a media conglomerate. You guys can make a mention of he donated to this family.
It's true.
But that's what media is.
But you gotta
nasty game, bro.
Yeah, he probably could have said that. They just edit out now. Don't worry about it. Sometimes he doesn't have full control over what
he says it all the time. He got Max fired. You can get your co-host fired. I'm pretty sure you can throw in the fact that, all right, cool. Like, even if it's not a segment, you can be like, all right, cool. Shout out. When you sit here and say, yo, I know he does for the community. Give an example. What is that? 1 minute?
Yeah. I hear you, man.
Yeah,
I try to check myself, see if I'm blinded because of the blue star. You know what I'm saying? But
it might be, man. But I don't think that's what it is.
I'm blinded by it.
What makes Stephen A. even qualified to even comment on anything related to the Cowboys?
Everybody,
like, why?
He doesn't even like the Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying.
Each show and end each show, bro. The Cowboys.
I would have rather Skip Baylor say something about this situation than
a Cowboy fan.
But he's a Cowboy fan too.
Has he spoken about?
He's a Cowboy fan.
But I would want to hear that.
Yeah, it would make more sense.
But I didn't listen to it verbatim because I was like preoccupied with something. I was working. So But he did comment on it. Him and
Can't
Shannon
watch
did comment
TV
on it.
and work at the same time.
What did he say?
No, I'm saying
Skip?
I don't
Oh,
know
you-
exactly, but
you don't
the
know?
topic came up.
He did.
Yeah,
did
they,
comment
they
on it.
spoke
But
about
the,
it.
but
Yeah,
to
they
have
didn't say
Stephen
anything.
A.
I know
run to
it was-
his
I know
defense,
Shannon
like that
was-
makes no
Shannon
sense.
was
You
like-
gonna bring it up on the podcast?
Makes no
though.
sense at all. It almost
have
like he was. It almost sounded like
Yeah, go to
strategic.
YouTube.
And that's
It was
my
almost
thing.
too-
You feel me?
yeah.
My whole thing is an actual response is a response, whether you believe it or not. I don't have a problem with you believing what you believe in. That's what you believe, bro. I'll have my reactions and things like that. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, all right, cool, whatever, and dismiss what you said. I'm gonna still be quiet and hear why you think what you think. I might disagree, but my whole thing is when you hear the response, I just don't hear any objection.
Listen,
I feel like it's like, no, I'm tunnel vision. I picked this, and I get it. It's a debate show. You pick and choose what you like. I get it, but it's just like there's no type of gray area there where it's just like,
yeah, dismissiveness is the worst.
it's horrible.
It's terrible, man.
Because guess what? When there's a gray situation in our community, it automatically
Gets
turns black.
dismissed.
It gets dismissed.
Gets dismissed
You
all the
have to
time.
pick a side. The Kyrie Irving thing. Oh yeah, you can't. No, you just can't say nothing about. All right, cool. What happened to you? Just can't be in the picture. I'll be called everything. Or you're not being objective.
Yeah,
you're not blah blah blah. And you not.
I think it's being I think this whole situation is.
It's like,
It's
all right,
being
let's
mad
not talk about
dismissive.
it.
Like
Let's
he's
not
like,
talk about
yeah,
it.
let's
Actually,
move
not
on.
getting that much.
Yeah, not enough flat. It's being
Because he killed it before it can become a story.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what Stokes said about the times back then, like he would have had to been a real strong young man to go
oppose
against.
that and to
Oh, yeah.
object to that.
Yeah.
I mean,
He might have been
his life
killed,
would've-
too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was,
So,
But
his
he don't
life
gotta
would've probably
be
been in
there,
danger.
bro.
huh?
You don't gotta be there though.
maybe he does. Maybe he does.
No, you're right.
Yo, who
But see,
knows
that's-
who's
but
there?
But see,
You
the
don't
thing
gotta
is
be
too.
there.
You know, maybe, but that's what I'm saying.
Cause
Maybe
he's not in the back where it's
Yo.
like, oh, that's Jerry over there. Nah, you see him.
Considering,
bro,
bottom line,
You see
I
him.
don't want to simplify this, but I get it. I wait for
bottom
you.
line is, black people have every right
Oh yeah, no.
to not give Jerry Jones
Benefit
the
of the
benefit
doubt.
of the doubt.
Nope.
Case closed.
Thank you.
I mean, me personally, I do believe that at that time he did have that mentality. That's just
It
my
was
opinion.
probably bred in him. It was around the town.
But I do believe that he could have evolved, and he probably doesn't have. He probably
he could have
evolved
evolved
from that
20
mind
minutes
frame.
after that.
I'm gonna give
But
you
black,
a number.
But black, overall,
give him
but
that.
black people have every right to not forgive him and
But not get over
not
it.
tolerate it. Yeah.
All right,
It's not
so
gonna hurt his pockets none.
check out this number, and I'm making this number up based on my personal opinion, right? So take the South at that time. Would you say, I don't know, 95% of people felt how those kids felt about black people coming to their school, being busted into their school?
Like white people.
90% of
Yeah.
the South or the
95%?
picture?
Yeah, 90%.
At the
No,
time, yeah.
90.
In that area where they
Yeah,
are.
whatever. That whole the
The
South.
whole-
95% of white people.
95% of
I would
the-
say
of-
majority.
I say majority. 95%
95
is
is
big.
high,
That's
but
a
I say
large
majority.
number. But definitely
But
majority.
definitely, I would say
about
definitely
maybe
80.
95 is too
75,
high?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say
95
about
might be
80.
too high.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
'cause
lot
you
of
did-
people.
You
That's a
do.
lot
I
of
mean,
Because remember, you have to have somebody to contribute to the advancement of colored people. Because we're not.
Yeah, because if it was 95, nothing
yeah,
would ever.
Nothing would take
yeah.
place.
and
Gotta have more
you
than
gotta
that.
remember the I guess what's the word? The emotion of compassion exists within humans. So I mean, you never
Very
want to
quiet.
assume that everyone's racist. Because I mean, the bottom line is that I mean, if you see someone
Oh,
being mistreated,
But
the average person, I'm just saying,
right?
they'll see that, and I mean, unless they're not human, you know what I'm saying?
What if
They're
you're
gonna
human?
be sensitive to that initially, but some of them might not be brave enough to step up and be like, this is not right.
That's
You know
correct.
what I'm
but
saying?
they were bred to believe that we weren't even.
No,
a
I
full
don't know.
person.
That's-
I know.
I was just.
But we
saying
were.
that.
know.
We're not. We were. They were bred not to believe we were a full person.
Yeah, but don't ever sleep on the element of compassion. Over
No, I get it.
I-
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
ever.
It had to
Okay.
be.
because if it wasn't,
It
for
had
those
to be somebody.
very,
It
like
would have
those
never
few people,
happened. 100%.
I know.
blacks would not be in a position.
100%. But
we are today.
I'll do you one better. Yeah, but there's also a lot of quiet compassion.
behind the scenes.
No, but that's what I said.
Yo, that
No,
was
no.
fucked up what they
No,
did.
no.
That was fucked up what
But that's what I'm
they
saying.
did.
A lot of
but
them.
okay, now what you
But
gonna
what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh no. It's fucked up what they did. I'm gonna watch when they do it tomorrow. But nah, I'm with
Well,
you.
a lot
bro.
of,
They
a
gonna
lot
do
of
it
them,
to your brother.
A lot of them were
Yeah.
scared though. A lot of them were
back then,
scared
you
because they don't want to go
understand,
against the
man.
grain.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
you know how
there
much
was
courage-
white people that was getting, beat up and killed
100%.
and all that in
But
support.
Oh, white don't
100%.
sleep.
I'm-
There was
listen,
white people that got
I
you know
know-
lynched too.
Yeah.
For,
I know.
100%.
I know this is impossible. What I'm gonna do right now, right? I'm gonna put myself to the mindset of a white person in the segregated South and being 14 years old, right? I'm chilling. My whole school is white. They say, "Yo, guess what, man?
We white too? We white?
yeah, we all white,
I can't do that.
right? In the South, right?
Credit is good.
White is right.
Right? They got rumors going around. Yo, man, it's gonna be some black kids getting bused into our school today. Like, word? What do you think we're gonna be?
First of all, I don't think they're gonna say black kids. Take the word niggas.
But we keep
Niggas is coming to our school.
All right, you can say that, right? Where do you think we are going to be?
And why?
We're gonna be in the schoolyard playing football or baseball? No, we're gonna be right there, wherever we are.
And why is that, Glee?
Because curiosity. You want to
There's
see.
many
Only
reasons.
curiosity.
Curiosity.
Listen,
That's
I
the
can't-
first one. The first
Bro, you're
reality
gonna
is
be
curious.
there. What?
I'm not
what,
saying
yo,
that
what
we
your
not.
intentions are is I can't tell you what the intentions are.
But
But I am going to be there to see what's going on, dog.
in the mob,
The mob, bro.
it's not gonna be a mob mentality to be like, all right, cool. These three people, right? All right, let's go back to what you say, right? Say y'all three are the people hindering them. We not gonna let them do it, right? We're standing in the way. If I'm cool with y'all, right?
Yeah.
I'm just as bad. You know why? Because I might not be blocking it on the front lines, but after the picture and we go back, yeah, we really did it. Yeah, I did y'all thing. I'm hyping y'all. And you can tell that
I hear
regardless
you.
of the curiosity,
I gotta see more than the
everybody,
picture though, man.
the backing that they're gonna get compared to the support that the black kids will get is gonna be very.
Like I said, yo, that is such a major event in the history of America.
Yo,
That
they were-
everybody is going to be there. What your intentions are, I can't tell you.
But you,
You're gonna be there.
He's not
You're
gonna.
going.
He's
You're
not gonna
going
admit his
there,
true
bro.
intentions.
bro, you're letting them off the exactly. That's what I'm saying.
what? He's not gonna
do
admit
that,
his true
bro.
intentions.
I know, but I'm just
never
saying.
gonna
Yeah,
do
but that's
that.
why we gotta go off
But
of
he
the
wasn't-
assumption.
but
I mean, I hear what you're
exactly.
saying.
He was there, but he was up front. Like he wasn't
That's
like
what I'm saying.
He's
It wasn't
in
like,
the
yo,
mix
where's
of
Jerry? You
like,
see
you
him.
I don't know
see
how
him,
far
kid.
that picture goes back.
Bro, you
yeah,
with the
yo,
same
bro.
people.
bro. Listen,
you gotta-
shout out our cameraman. Shout out Joe. You feel me? Joe, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Your man
You
is
gotta
there,
get pretty
kid.
close to get that
He's
picture,
up
nah?
front and center.
That's a fact.
You gotta be pretty close to see that picture. So you right in the middle of it. He's right there. He's not in the back.
But listen,
So
maybe
what
that-
in the back?
But hold
He's
on a
not chilling
second.
like,
Yo,
oh.
If he was in the
He's
back,
not-
so what? He's still there.
It's
Because
different.
they-
It's different.
Yo, he can still
It's-
have bad intentions
I
and be in
can-
the back.
yeah,
I can
you don't have to be up close to have
What I'm
those
saying,
bad
He can be in the
intentions.
back.
what I'm
with a
saying,
gun.
what
You
I'm
know how
saying
early he
is
had to be here to be up front, yo?
The curiosity,
God,
the
man.
curiosity.
You know how early you gotta be to be
He
in the
got him
front.
extra early to be
Yo,
there.
man.
I think there's a difference between curiosity and excitement.
But we can't tell from that picture.
We
what I'm saying,
can't
it's
tell from that
ambiguity,
picture.
man.
But he's
Yeah,
one
that's
of the
what I'm
first
saying.
people there.
That
Now, my
picture
whole
doesn't
thing is,
tell me
if we
really
all,
anything,
If we
man.
all wanted to see something, if you get there before me, you clearly wanted to see it more than I did. That's a fair assumption to make?
I don't know, man.
Is it a fair assumption to make?
But okay, but all right. To
Is
your
it fair?
But to your
Yeah,
point.
no.
But to your point, who knows that if he was there, yeah, let's go, and then he saw how they were getting treated, and be like, you know what? Nah, I can't.
But that's
I ain't
still
with
just,
this.
oh,
Let me ask you
what
a
I'm trying to
question.
say, that's
I ain't
still
with.
just
You
as
can't
bad,
change your
bro.
mind though.
Hold on.
That's
You
still
can't
just
change.
as bad. I'm not saying you
Let me ask you
can't
a
go, but
question.
that's still just as
It's
bad,
just
bro.
as bad, maybe for that moment,
bad.
but
Yo,
he could have
go
changed his
ahead.
mind after that.
Go ahead. Not gonna rattle me.
That's I'm good.
Go ahead.
You ever went somewhere,
Uh-huh.
got there,
And
and
leave.
said, nah, I gotta get out of here. This ain't for me.
Yeah.
What if that
100%.
happened?
You
What
know
if
what's
that
up?
happened?
You know what's up though? I'm 6'4", right?
Well, you gotta brag, bro.
I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. What I'm saying is I'm 6'4". I have been to a lot of places that way where I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna dip. And guess what? I'm not getting caught.
Yeah, but nobody was taking a picture of you,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Bro, in the era where I can get caught easier than ever.
Yo, he could
If I don't want to be seen, I'm not trying to be. He's not worried about being seen. You know why?
Word.
Because he's there to look at that.
He was
I'm
like
there for
this.
this. Yeah,
He
like,
was
what's
like-
going on? What's going on? I need to see
Listen,
this.
I'm not saying you
Man.
shouldn't feel that way, but I think that's a reach. Cause
I don't think it's a reach.
Bro,
we don't know
hunting-
any fucking thing, man.
Man,
I'm
that's
hunting
y'all
for
owner,
more
bro.
open races, man. Like that's
Yeah, like listen,
Nobody's
I gotta move on
openly
from that.
racist now.
No,
Think
I'm
about
saying
it.
I'm looking for worse. Looking for worse.
I feel you. Here's my point. My point is this, right? In a system where you guys sit down and broke to me, yeah, I'm not doing anything to sell my team. As the owner, you see that one fuck up can lose your team, lose your empire, lose the money that you've had, that you've earned. Won't take anything away from you. You know that one mistake, one slip up is all it takes. You don't think he know that? I'm asking you.
Yeah.
You don't think he know that?
Yes.
So with that, you don't think that answer is like,
You gotta clean this up.
Exactly.
but he didn't. It was nothing to really
There's
clean
nothing
up.
to clean up, man.
There's nothing to clean up,
They
but
got
there's
nothing
also
on 'em, bro.
there's also no reason for me to admit the truth either.
Yeah.
But
So
that
I can
goes
say a
both
bunch of
ways.
nothing. I can say a bunch of nothing.
So
because
what do you
as
want
long
him to
as-
say then?
As long as I stay vanilla, I don't have to answer no more questions. We're not gonna hold him accountable because we're already letting him off the hook. There's nobody's gonna sit here and be like I said, Stephen A. Smith already, whether he have a rapport with him or not. You think I'll ask the question. You think Stephen A. Smith was like, yo, all right, I already feel like I have this opinion on it, but I want to hear it from you, like a personal conversation. You think they had that? No.
They might have. Them
Do
two
you
might have.
think?
I think they did have.
I don't think that
Yeah, if
happened.
they had a conversation,
I
I think he
definitely
got paid.
I
I
definitely
think he was like,
Stephen
yo,
A. hollered at him.
like, I think he was like,
Yo,
fuck
Stephen
with
A.
Jerry. I don't feel like his heart pumped that way. I don't gotta talk to him. Regardless of what I'm saying, if you my man, if I feel like you bugged out, that's not a conversation that we need to have in public, on a public forum. We don't need to have it on social media. I don't gotta answer the public for you. But what I'm gonna do is I'm like, yo, bro, I don't like the way this look. Can you clear this up for me, my nigga?
Yeah.
That's it. And I don't think nobody did that. They was like, yo, I fuck with Jerry. He's a good man.
Yeah.
And that's it. Come on, bro.
Because
you lack
that's
accountability that way, bro.
I
But
would
that's
agree with you on
also 60 years ago.
I agree. With you.
It's also 60 years ago, over 60
but
years
that's
ago.
what makes what I'm saying is that's what makes the
65,
conversation easier to have. Because it's not like you did it last week. It's
Yeah.
not like you're 60, like, yeah,
But I
all
think
these
that's-
niggas on the field are running for me. That's not what you said.
I
It's
think-
nothing that crazy.
I think that plays a big part in why they just letting it go.
They letting
'Cause
it
you
go,
didn't
but
say
the
it?
conversation's not happening behind the scenes either, is what I'm saying.
Maybe.
You can
Let's
let
find
it
out
go,
what
and
is-
then that's what it is, bro.
Yo,
He's still gonna be
if there was
beloved.
Yo, listen, if there was a picture of Jerry Jones at a KKK rally with
That's-
a hood on,
yeah.
then bro, we got him.
All right, stay
He,
tuned.
he couldn't say anything
Yo,
to that.
he
What would he
can't-
say to that?
You can't escape
You
Stay
can't
tuned.
the
escape-
element.
that's what I'm saying.
My opinion, you can't escape the element of ambiguity, and this is all this is.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
is.
It's
all it
ambiguous.
He
is,
could
bro.
say anything.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, I'm not gonna sit here
So when
and
you-
disrespect your perspective. Your perspective is your perspective. You got that. But what I'm saying is there's nothing that you're gonna say that's gonna shake mine either.
But that's the thing. Like I said, you have
So
every
what is
right.
yours?
Huh? My
What is it?
perspective
Jerry
is he
Jones
was
is-
there with malintent.
All right.
Yeah.
Whether he involved, whether he was in it or not. But I say it on camera. I've been places where my intention's not the purest. In terms of like if my mans get into it, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I don't know what they're doing over there. No. It's just not the truth, bro.
Yeah,
we
but
was just in the bar. If something popped off in the bar, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, I'm gonna meet y'all outside. Y'all bugging out right now.
Yeah, but this thing is a historic event, man.
What I'm saying is it is an historic event, but you also think about it from a white perspective. It was very easy to get away with the shit if you were down with it. it was very easy to get away with it, where it won't ever be touched to you, where you ever have to answer.
Yeah,
for it.
they back then. White people were able to get away with crimes.
Exactly, bro. Come on, bro.
Like there was
I
no
mean,
punishment.
now what do you mean
I
then?
know that.
You talking about then?
Come on, bro. And so what I'm saying is, if that's the case,
They're getting punished
then
now though.
if that's it now, you don't gotta answer for your actions back then, and you don't gotta answer for that now. That's fucking hopeless, bro. That's a horrible perspective. I can't wrap my mind around that.
But listen,
because then you're just never gonna be held accountable for anything you do. But I have to be held over accountable for any mistakes I make.
Well,
that's not something I'm gonna swallow.
That's probably
bro.
audio on
But
this
if
thing.
you look at the
That's America, though, right? For,
if you
for
look
black
at the
people.
I don't gotta
picture,
accept that.
if you look at the picture closely, there's media around him. So whether his intentions were to be malice or not, you can't really tell because it was a spectacle anyway. That you got 3 young black youths showing up at a school.
Yo, look at him, bro. What is he doing?
That's what I'm saying. You got cameras.
How could you read his mind
You
right
got
there?
reporters.
Where's
the
all that
audio,
around
kid?
it.
It's ambiguous.
Where's the audio?
I'm not reading homie
Yo,
mind.
look, yo, so
I'm
hold
not
on.
reading his mind like
Look
I just
at the picture, my
like
bro.
I said it. It doesn't.
I wanna
change
hear the
what I just
audio,
said,
kid.
bro, and I'll repeat it verbatim.
My man.
You don't have to
Bro.
repeat it. We heard it already. You don't
Yeah,
have to
right
repeat
then.
it.
So I'm saying nothing is gonna change my perspective here. You hold someone accountable for something that looks misleading. You question them, and my whole thing, it doesn't have to be me actually holding you guilty. My whole thing is when somebody asks you a direct question, yo, at the time,
Your man with the cigarette, though, he looked
clearly.
He look a little.
But who's to say that's not
like,
his
yo.
man's? Who's to say that's not his man's?
Yeah, but we drawing a big ass conclusion
Yeah, we-
to all
listen,
this. We
But
reaching.
that, I'm not. I don't. I'm right, but this is what we.
Your
my
man
whole
want
thing is
all
if,
the smoke,
If
man.
we're not reaching them, we're reaching
Your
about
man with the
everything
cigarette
we
is
do.
like, what's good, bro?
right?
I also.
But
too,
then there's a guy next to the guy with the cigarette that's smiling.
I need to mention this too. One of the black students that was in the picture.
He's like excited for them.
Yeah. There's one of the black students that's in the picture.
See the dude that's excited?
His name
next,
is Harold
next to this
Jean.
guy. Go, keep going.
He said
That guy
he's
look
forgiven
excited right here in the corner.
yeah?
Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, what you
This is one
saying,
of the
Stokes?
black students
Say
that
it
was in
again?
the picture. Said his name is Harold Jean Smith. He's forgiven Jerry Jones. He said he was young back then, and pretty much that Jerry Jones,
See, well, that
probably
changes.
evolved.
That changes everything.
That's what I'm saying. So
Well, where is there to forgive? Your man is standing
well, he's
in the
hold
picture,
on,
bro.
Hold on. If
That's
he,
my whole point is,
crazy.
if that's the perspective that he takes, and he was actually
had
in
to
the
be
picture.
more.
yeah, what is he forgiving him for?
I know, but my whole point is that it actually lessens the, I guess the
Yo.
significance of Jerry Jones's racism in terms of him being accountable. It alleviates that. It does it. It takes it because the black student in the picture, one of them forgave him, and that goes a long way. So in terms of if you want to hold Jerry Jones accountable, it lessens the blow, in my opinion.
What you saying, Joe?
I feel like he's forgiving him for being a part of that culture, that racist culture of the time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Jerry Jones' answer tells you a lot about what he thought about it and what he still thinks about it. That sounds like a nervous answer. If he was excited to be there to see, this historical event of black kids integrating his school, why not just say that? Whatever your pure intentions was for being there, it should just come off the tongue, effortlessly. But that makes him nervous to be in front of the camera to answer that question, and that was the best answer he could give without being
both ways
on
on
the
this.
side
Pause
of
in
the
that
face.
one.
You think it's the chance that Jerry Jones might have
All right, Pine.
some money
I
on the
understand,
table
bro.
and be like, yo,
But see, this I
what I'm saying.
can argue with both of y'all and for both of y'all on this.
that's what I'm saying. It goes both ways, man. But I think the bottom line is black people have every right
Oh yeah, nah. I
cast
know.
whatever aspersions they have about
Yeah,
Jerry
no,
Jones.
P is not wrong with thinking what he's thinking.
Not
No,
at
you're
all.
not wrong, P.
Yo,
Whatever.
did anybody
I'm
ask
just
Jerry
saying.
Jones? Did anybody ask Jerry Jones? What was his views in terms of having black kids
No,
going
they
to a
didn't
school?
elaborate on that, man.
need to ask him follow-up
That's what I'm
See,
saying.
that's what I'm saying. So,
But that's why we gotta.
give.
That's why we
So
gotta draw these
that's
assumptions,
a problem.
and that's why I don't think we should draw these
that's a
assumptions.
problem.
Mention this too.
Because that's
Jerry
what they do to
Jones-
us.
Jerry Jones also
They
admitted,
draw all these assumptions with us.
he admitted that he got in trouble and punished by his coach. Didn't necessarily say what the exact punishment was, but he got in trouble by his coach for being there. Didn't say what the punishment was.
Why he got
or why-
punished?
Yeah, they,
I'm just saying, bro, if the man was in the KKK rally and a hood on, then I would be like,
Or holding up a.
Man,
Well, let's
Yeah.
find out.
Sign
Yo,
saying,
let's.
I'm like,
no,
yo, then.
no blacks
A general-
allowed or
what's
something
that?
like that.
Something like that.
Peep game,
Like, that's
though,
obvious.
Peep game. I feel you, and you are very enlightened, my brother. You feel me? But my whole thing is, at the end of the day, I like to believe, and this is a personal opinion, I like to believe that people will show you how
Who
they
they are.
think. You know what I mean?
If you're
But-
around them enough, they'll show you.
they'll show you how they think, right? So when you pull up to something like that, regardless of whatever you may be thinking, regardless of whatever intent that you're on, when you give me an answer like that, it seems more
Evasive.
exactly than like I'm gonna answer this. And I know, and at the time, like where your stature is the owner, and it's very slippery, you can just trip up. You say nigga by accident, lose your team.
Right?
I feel like it's like I gotta say
What?
nothing.
Who?
But let me ask you a question.
Who's saying it by accident?
Would
They
any,
wouldn't be
Nobody
Would-
says it by accident.
did it really matter what answer he gave you?
That
Because
probably did.
if he gave you an answer, you still wouldn't have liked the answer.
No, that's not true. I say it like this, bro. At the end of the day, I can coexist, or I can know how to maneuver with someone even if I don't agree with them. Meaning, like if there was somebody that's openly racist, right, in my neighborhood,
Yep.
I know not to go over there. There's nothing that I need over there. It's more dangerous to me to have somebody smile in your face and be thinking, wow, this nigga is on my lawn. That bothers me. That bothers me. Internally it bothers
it's
me.
only a thought.
I rather
It's only a thought. You could think anything.
yeah, but what
only
I'm
a
saying
thought.
is I'd rather openly, like I'd rather have all the cards so I can make a decision that benefits me. When you do something like that and I have to be like skeptical of you, that's enough for me to be uncomfortable around you.
All right.
So
So,
it's as ambiguous as the picture may be, it doesn't sit right with me that you couldn't have a clear answer on that.
all right. So you know that same guy doesn't want that nigga on his lawn, but yet somebody else on the block, another black guy goes and talks to him every day. So now, what's your conclusion?
What's my conclusion?
Yeah.
That it doesn't change how I feel.
But why wouldn't that? If he's talking to another
Because
black,
it doesn't.
black
My whole
person.
thing is if you gave me reasons to be openly like where you showed like you don't really rock with black people, or if I heard like let's say I heard him say something by accident. Let's say I heard him say nigga before, right? Whether that's him, I'm just not gonna be the nigga that he likes. He might not like. He might not be openly racist to everybody. You feel me? He might accept some black people. I'd rather be part of the people where that he don't fuck with.
All right.
We don't gotta fuck with each other. You feel me?
Yo, he
If
was
you're not
he was warned not to be there, and he went
That's why he
anyway.
got in trouble.
And he went anyway.
Why he got in trouble. Listen,
Yeah, hold on a
It
second,
gets
man.
better.
Yeah, you know we some old dudes, bro. You remember you was 14?
Yep.
Did some ridiculous things
Yep. But not
I'm
that.
still doing them now.
Not that ridiculous.
to go.
It's a
Yeah,
whole
but that
nother
was
thing,
at
bro.
14. We didn't live in that
At
time.
14, somebody
We
told
didn't
me
live
not
at
to
that
do something. I
time.
wasn't doing it.
At
Come on,
14,
bro.
get the hell out of here.
Lying, bro.
And then you think no. But you also
Something like this.
I think you got.
Like
I
what?
think.
What? That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
you're
We
missing
didn't live in
errors.
this time, man.
Exactly.
We
You're
wasn't
missing
living this
errors.
time.
14 back in the day was more grown than it is now.
Bro, man.
Well, you know about 14 now. 14 back then, there was one person I feared in my life. That was Chico.
Chico Simpson.
I didn't
Chico
care. I wasn't
Simpson.
afraid of too much stuff in the streets. I was afraid of what happened to me when I got home if I did something in the streets.
That's what I'm saying. It was,
But I still did it. I just was hoping he never found out.
All right, cool. Let me ask
You
you.
know what I'm
All right,
saying?
cool,
I was
cool.
still doing it.
All right, let me ask you.
I'm like, yo, if Chico don't find out, it's a win. But if Chico find out,
That's
I am
your
fucked
ass.
all right.
up.
How about if you knew that your pops would agree with whatever dumb shit that you did because you guys can get off from it.
Wait.
You guys can. You got all right. When you sit, like when you make the dumb decisions that you do, right? All right, cool. Like your dad, I don't. You know, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna say. Let's play hypothetical. Let's say your dad kingpin, right? Hypothetically, and you get in trouble for selling. As mad as he's gonna be, he know he can get you off. Are you really gonna get in that much trouble, or are you gonna get lectured? So what I'm saying is, in the time getting caught
and beat,
You get a lecture and a beating, bro.
because you guys come from black homes. What I'm saying is, think about it from a white perspective. When you sit here and you can get away with basically murdering kids.
Yeah, bro.
You can get away.
I know
you don't.
that.
Let
But
me
we're
finish.
talking about the picture, bro. Interpretation
it's bigger
of the
than
picture.
the picture,
Of course
bro.
it is.
It's bigger than the picture, just like it was bigger for the tweet. What I'm saying is the reason that it's more important than a picture is because at the end of the day, when something like that happens, and we don't hold people accountable that did something to us or might have done something to us, where they can even be like, all right, cool, I can see how that looks. And even that, like, I can see how that looks. Apologies. When we don't hold anybody that accountable, that's how now our voice is very limited to when we do make a complaint because we're so forgiving of others and not forgiving of ourselves.
Well, that's
the whole.
But it doesn't. Whether it's another topic, is it true? Is it false? What I'm saying?
It's true. It's very true.
All right, then. So that's my point. The way I look at it is, no matter what,
I think you're taking it as we disagree.
I'm not taking it. Nah, it's not. It's not you. It's just general. Like I'm just speaking in general. It's not directed to y'all. I'm just saying we need to hold people accountable like they hold us accountable. Because at the end of the day, if they're justified, we need to be held accountable for the actions that we take, regardless of environment, regardless of homes or whatever. All the reasons that they give why we shouldn't be acting up, right? When we see something like this, the same benefit of the doubt that we do not get and we need answers for, just like you need to ask somebody 5 times, yo, are you anti-Semitic?
Right.
We need you to answer, yo, that's not enough. Are you a racist? What were you doing there? We need to have the same energy. And if we don't, then what are we doing? What are we complaining about?
But we don't control. See, that's the thing. Accountability has to have control also.
So
what are we in control of?
Yes,
what I'm saying?
Bro.
No, it's not an excuse. It's the reality.
What are we in control of?
How are we gonna hold them accountable? If we want to hold them accountable, how are we gonna go about that?
I can't ask Jerry. You can't ask Jerry. You can't ask Jerry. You can't ask Jerry. You can't ask Jerry. Joe can't ask Jerry.
But the Stephen A. Smiths of the
Jerry
world,
Smith, he can't ask.
he can ask him.
He can ask him,
but then
they can have a conversation.
But again, now
you don't think a conversation between Jerry Jones, an interview, you can put it in a column. It could be a quote. You don't think that people are gonna click the quote from Stephen A. Smith and think it could be beneficial to both?
But that's
because it can clear you. But you won't have the conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we won't hold them. We won't hold them accountable.
Because they know that after 30 days, this story's going to be forgotten. Yeah,
exactly, and that's what it is.
So it's like,
just like
quiet.
This is not a story. Kyrie was a story. He didn't play 8 games, and they were still talking about homie on TV. This happened when? And then it's not even
and the whole Kyrie
it's not going to be a topic tomorrow. But what I'm saying is, as long as that was a topic, it was basically a topic for a month, bro.
And this might be a whole topic.
No, it won't.
It's only Stephen A.
I bet money it won't.
It'll only be a topic if more stuff come out.
If more stuff come out. The picture alone
Max Kellerman is not
done.
dismissive about this.
When we find out.
No, absolutely not.
That's why Max is my man.
He's not dismissive. He's like, yo, like what P's saying, like, listen, we got to get to the bottom of this.
You're going to find out if his grandfather was a Klan member.
But so then we have to hold our black media personalities accountable then.
But that's if we control, but we can't do that. You know who controls that? Stephen A. works for somebody. So they still gonna control that. You know what I'm saying? He can't. That's what I'm saying. With
They hold-
accountability,
Excuse. Exactly.
no, it's not an
bro.
excuse. I'm not saying he still shouldn't do it, but
Now he could do it.
He could do it.
I
he
know
can
he
do
can
it.
do
it.
And
Gonna
they
do
can
it.
spin
But,
it. They
like
can
I'm
still
saying,
spin
man,
it.
with accountability, you have to have control over something to hold him accountable. Okay, Jerry Jones come out and says what? He
Accountability.
He could sidestep all of this,
Accountability.
and we don't believe him. Okay, now what? What's next?
Accountability.
Kyrie said he's anti-Semite. They said he's an anti-Semite. He said he's not. Did they? Who held him accountable? Joe Tsai, NBA, all these people in power. None of these people are black holding him accountable.
Even
They didn't hold him accountable?
our black people held him accountable.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying with the
He's
You
talking
saying,
about
held him
you saying
accountable
the
by
people that's in
saying
power.
people that's empowered. He got suspended to hold him accountable.
And there was still
Shaq and all of them just talk shit to hold him accountable. That's it.
But you don't. All right, cool. You don't think that influences a decision? Because before there was a suspension for him, you had people calling for him to get suspended.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yo,
was
y'all
that,
handled
Barkley,
this
right?
wrong. Y'all
No.
pointing it. Y'all pointing to it. Yo,
But-
we need to suspend him.
That
Y'all
was
should have
Barkley
suspended
and
him. Y'all dropped the ball. This idiot. This that. You hear all the quotes before he was actually
And
suspended.
that goes to my point. We could say this shit to Jerry Jones. Who the fuck is gonna hold him accountable?
Bro.
Who and what?
Support them that gotta hold them accountable. If you go to the games, you support them. If you watch the games on TV, you support them. The height of this country was changed overnight when people didn't have power to do anything. They had a choice. You have
But that's
to make
not
a
holding
choice
him
collectively.
accountable. He's not losing anything.
Bro, integrity.
But it happens.
Integrity.
Listen,
it
I have-
happen over time.
I'll be real with you. We went to Dallas, and this is not to the level of this, but we used to go to Dallas every year since the stadium, even before the new stadium opened, to go see a Cowboy game, right? I got fed up with what he was doing with the team, with my team. Like, I paid for the shit. So every time I go see the Cowboys, I'm not giving Jerry World my money. I'm not giving money to that Dallas stadium ever again. So I would never go see a game in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Now, he may make money some way, somehow through the NFL, but he's not getting my personal money by going into that stadium because I drop in hundreds of dollars in that stadium every fucking time I went.
So in your reality, you're holding him accountable because you
Yes,
don't
but
like
it's
the
not
product.
doing anything. It's just my little thing.
Yeah, but my whole
But he's not. Is he getting suspended? Is he getting fined? Is he losing money like Kyrie did when they held him accountable? That's my point. You have to be in power to hold somebody accountable.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, right? I don't know who still watch First Take, but there's segments where we all know Stephen A. Smith, and not to harper back on him, he's just a talking point. But we know Stephen A. Smith to be a Knicks fan, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
He says on live TV, yo, I don't care where they have me, I will not attend any Knicks games. I won't cover them. I won't blah, blah, blah. I won't do that. Somebody that can tell you what he's not going to do for a company that he works for can't have a conversation with an owner, give me a break. Give me a break.
Nobody's
bro.
saying he can't have the
So
conversation.
what I'm saying
with
is,
the
what I'm
owner.
saying is-
he
what
can
I'm
have the
saying is-
conversation, but where is it gonna go?
Bro, I'm not saying you're making it seem like I'm trying to say he needs to a mission of guilt needs to be done, blah blah. But what I'm trying to say is when you sit here and at least attempt to have a conversation and to show like, yo, this is my thoughts. Let me clear this up. It shows your integrity, and in the same breath, this person having a conversation to also clear up what misconceptions may be about you. It's showing, yo, I'm gonna hold him accountable, and I'm gonna show him, I'm gonna put on display that this man has integrity, that, yo, he'll answer the question and explain what happened.
Yeah.
That's it.
The
Listen,
thing is this, man. If we don't, I think I know what your problem is. We don't go at others as we go as hard as
ourselves.
at our own. Correct.
And then we just chalk it up to, oh, we don't got a voice.
Because I believe Stephen A. can have a sit down,
yeah, but
a 5-minute sit down. Like what you're saying, what's going to happen? It's not more or
Nothing
less what's
needs
going
to
to happen.
happen.
It's more or less
the action.
we need answers.
yeah, but
People need answers from Jerry Jones,
is so-
just like they needed answers from Kyrie.
But Kyrie's
I didn't need answers from Kyrie.
Well, of course
Right?
we didn't.
I didn't need him.
But it's a waste of time. I'm saying, listen, he could do whatever he wants. Steve, you could have Stephen A. You could have Byron. No, I shouldn't say. I don't know why I'm thinking about Byron Allen. He controls the media conglomerate. Oh, matter of fact, that's even a better thing. Now, I don't know if y'all know who Byron Allen is.
Yes.
But he has a media conglomerate right now.
Yep.
If he has something to do with Jerry Jones or anything like that, he can go out and maybe punish Jerry. That's like probably the most powerful black person that I could think of in media. There's somebody else that I know.
For punishment.
But
it doesn't need
Pontius
to be punishment.
Pontius wants to sit down. Pontius wants to interview.
But you talking about
punishment, bro.
You
What
talking
was your
about
intentions,
accountability,
Jerry?
You talking about
Back in what
accountability?
year was
Just
that?
answer the question.
Nah, I think basically he wants Jerry Jones to go through the fire.
But that's my whole point. I agree with that. I think he should go through the whole fire, the whole gauntlet of what's happening. But on the back end of it, what the fuck is gonna happen? Nothing.
I think that's irrelevant though. What's gonna happen?
Exactly. It
But
doesn't
but
matter.
it is. It has
You're
to be a
focusing
change,
on
right?
the outcome when the action is not even being attempted.
Sometimes nothing will happen. but you need-
Exactly.
What do you
But
mean sometimes? Most of the
attempt.
all the time, nothing's
You need
gonna
an
happen.
attempt. You need an attempt.
So wait, I listen.
An attempt doesn't matter?
I think it's a waste of time. Listen, you can
Alright,
do
then.
what you want. I think
This
it's
might be a waste of time.
I think it's a whole waste of time.
But you know what? You know why they brought this
You
up?
gotta get something.
This
hard.
might be one, but there are times where it's
Yes,
not a waste of time.
but does it happen?
I think they're trying
to other owners.
They're trying to corner Jerry and hire black
I think this is
coaches.
first.
kid.
This is the first of many.
He's never gonna hire a black coach.
Why not?
A lot more stuff is gonna come to light.
Never.
Why?
I don't know if it's just gonna be on Jerry, but
That's just how
seems
Jerry.
like, my opinion,
I don't believe he's ever gonna do it.
old Danny boy, he's coming full force. He's not going out without a fight.
I don't think he's
shout
ever
out to
gonna
him,
do it.
bro.
Yo, Scott, you think
Shout
Jerry
out to
Jones gonna fire? You think Jerry Jones gonna hire a black coach ever?
Well, the Giants never hired a black coach.
I don't think he'll hire a coach.
They had a GM though.
Not a
right?
big name
Yeah.
black coach.
No.
Shout out.
He's got to be in charge, so he ain't hiring Tomlin.
What?
Nobody like that.
No. He won't even hire. Bill Parcells probably the last person he'll hire.
Well,
Will
I-
have control.
I honestly, we got to go, but I honestly don't believe in this Rooney Rule and stuff like
yeah,
that.
that's a waste of time too.
I don't believe in that. Because
But
if
I
an
understand
owner
it.
wants to hire somebody that he wants to hire,
There's nothing you
mean-
can do about it. But what they said, what's behind the Rooney Rule is that, okay, I'm getting the black guy in here, so okay, it must be something about him. But when Jerry was looking before he hired, what's this guy, McCarthy, he brought in a black coach. Brought in Marvin Lewis, who hasn't coached in eons, and then his last coaching job
So
was
it's a-
horrible.
It's a
It's like-
facade.
it's
Rooney-
dummy.
Yeah,
It's dummy
it's a
interviews, bro.
thing, yeah. So to answer your question, will he hire a black coach? Probably. I don't believe so. Do not believe so at all.
there aren't much to go around, bro. We hiring ESPN analysts before they'll hire a black coach. It's just, bro, when you own a team, you have the right
you
to
go.
hire who you want,
But
man.
that's my point. Like, what is it? What's gonna happen?
You know
Like,
what
yo,
I'm
your
saying?
man got racist emails and they not coming out.
Who this?
Old Danny boy.
Yeah.
Danny boy.
What you got, Ponix? I'll give you the final word, bro.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. All right, let's go. Gotta go.
When what was homie from Phoenix?
Robert Sarver. Yeah.
Scott openly admitted that, yeah, I was using it. I thought it was cool. Feel me?
He was what? Sorry?
He was openly using the
N-word.
N-word. Like, yeah, I
Right.
thought it was cool. Like, I thought I was embracing
Okay.
it. Right? Cool, right?
Yeah.
Right? They were about to let him off the hook. They were literally about to let him off the hook. Like, okay. Like, all right, we take the suspension. Couple people like, nah, you can't do that. LeBron, granted, you can call it what you want. You can say, all right, cool, it's a whatever, it's a different league or whatever. But when somebody like LeBron say, yo, nah, that's not cool. I don't even have to be in that franchise to say that that's not cool. We can't let somebody be like, oh, it's cool, but it's not cool. It's cool to who?
Yeah.
It's cool to who? So when certain people, I know you're about to go, but what I'm saying is, I'll just say this. When enough people make a complaint, what I'm saying is in terms of accountability, that answer is not enough anymore. Because you're not even apologizing for the fact that you said what you said. You just saying, oh yeah, it was cool. No, we need more than that. We need more than that.
To that point, I'm not saying that LeBron shouldn't have said anything. You got, what's his name, Jermaine Jones?
Yeah, Monty
Williams.
And Chris Paul.
Where
I don't
were
know if
these
he's
people?
head of the
Should've been
Players
a team
Association
effort.
now.
Should've been a
Chris
group
Paul
effort.
has
Where were
power.
they?
Crickets.
Not 100%.
Where were they?
100%. But this is what I'm talking about in terms of the failure. Why does somebody that's not in your franchise need
Have to say something.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Because that means that what he's saying is, oh yeah, it was cool then. And you not saying anything is showing that, all right, cool. Like, yeah, it was cool. We were cool with it. How can you be? You guys don't identify as black people then. If that's
We
the
be giving
case.
people passes.
Come on, bro. Because he's the owner. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Joke.
Well, anything left, D?
Nah, just like I said, old Danny Boy is up to his
Danny Boy.
old tricks. And
Yo,
there's
you
much
might
more
be
to come down the
disparaging Danny
pipeline,
Boy
man.
from Death Row.
Yo,
man.
Joe,
I'm
man,
saying that.
appreciate your input, bro.
It's more
Word
to
up.
come.
This
More
is
is coming to
Sportsmanlike
light.
Conduct Podcast. Signing off. See you next week. Peace.
Yo, we out. Yo, Joe, put that camera on yourself and say it again, yo.
Man, that shit went nice, bro.